Magandang araw, Kanitib. This is the day na kung saan po mag-start po tayo ng seminar on the knowing and selecting your breeding stocks. Actually, hinawakan po kayo is manok po. This is what they call the Philippine native chicken that we have. And as we promised po, ito kasi ang seminar na to po is this is also the output of what we have conducted noon, the first training that we have. Na isa po nating participants po that Doc, pwede bang gawin natin yung seminar na kung saan meron po tayong actual na specimen po. So that is why that right now, nandito po tayo sa farm ni Sir Jason Kaday, and dito po ang example po ng manok na papakita po natin na paano po ba natin i-identify talaga, identify talaga ba yung manok. Isa problema natin is that we keep on banking in buying native chicken as the breeder stocks that we have from other areas. Now, even dito po sa amin po sa may Central Philippine University. But right now po, as you promised, po dito sa native chicken, pili bang kung ano po ang native chicken po sa lugar po natin, na can we have it be done, na kung saan po dyan na mismo po tayo kukuha po ng ating breeding stocks. Otherwise kasi pag humanap pa tayo sa ibang lugar, ang maging problema po natin is in terms of the adaptability of the chicken sa ating lugar po. But the question right now is that ano ba ang dapat po nating malaman, paano po natin ba ma-identify talaga ang manok. Sa Pilipinas kasi po may dalawang klase po ng manok, and we have what they call the larger genetic group and the smaller genetic group. Ang isa po sa nakita po nyo, ang hinahawakan ko po ngayon po ay isa po sa mga prominente na strain po ng manok o grupo po ng manok. Ang tawag po namin dito, it belongs to what they call the larger genetic group. Ito kasi ang tinatawag namin dito na what they call the Hulu native chicken. And it is a barbarous chicken. Kung tingnan po nyo ang kanyang itsura po, napaka-barbarous po ng klaseng manok to. Looking on the facial expression that we have, na medyo ang tawag po namin dito is a snake-like chicken. Snake-like chicken. Na kung saan po, tingnan po nyo, deplicated saya. And then yung kanyang mukha po, ito tinatawag natin na sa kalimitan po ito kasi ang kamag-anak po ng Asil chicken, Malay chicken, Gaichun chicken of Thailand, and Shambu chicken of tawag dito yung Japan. Ngayon po ang isa po sa consideration natin if we are going to identify talaga ng larger genetic group is that na ano ba ang dapat po natin gawin. Ang mga larger genetic group ito kasi is the inahin. Dito po sa Philippine native chicken, we are promoting the two groups of native chicken in the Visayas area. Now we have what they call the Bisaya and Hulu chicken, and right now we have what they call the Hulu native chicken. Ito po, isa po to sa example natin ng Hulu native chicken. Actually, kung tingnan po nyo na maigi yung pictures po nito, halos may kahawig po sa mga broilers. Bakit po? It is because on the study conducted, napapakita po na yung broiler kasi po, ang isa sa mga genetic lines niyan or parental lines is the native chicken coming from the Philippines, and that is the line or the lineages of the Hulu native chicken or what they call the Malay chicken. Now, tingnan po natin in finding it, ang isa po kasi sa tingnan natin is that na ang comb type. As what we have mentioned, that the different characteristic ng manok po is that na sa comb pa lang makikita mo, you can identify talaga kung ano ang karapat-dapat sa lugar po ninyo. And the native chicken is evolving based on the location. Anong ibig sabihin po? Ito kasi ang comb type nito po is ang tawag namin dito is ay strawberry type of comb type, halos magkawig doon sa P-comb po, ito kasi ang klase na comb type na kung saan it used to evolve if the location po is maginaw po. And that is one way kasi, remember always, if your location is located on the warmer area, ang kailangan yung manok dyan is those chicken having with a comb type na ang tawag namin doon is a single comb. Bakit po? Almost 30% of the body heat is being emitted from the comb itself. Yung kung bakit pag mainit, the chicken is evolving na kung saan po mas marami po ang malalaki yung palong. But in areas na ganito po, dito sa area, in the mountainous areas, no, like dito sa location po ni Sir Jason, the chicken by themselves, no, are evolving. Na kung saan this is one way and how they can conserve, no, yung init sa katawan po nito. And also looking on the other aspects is that na ang comb type kasi, it also expresses a certain characteristics. Na ang characteristics na yan, it can either be beneficial or what they call the possibly minsan kasi it even affect productivity. Ang isa kasi mga kanitib na tandaan po natin is that sa mga comb type, ang P-comb kasi na ang itsura niya kasi is parang ganito yan, no, yung parang kamay mo kasi yung daliri mo kasi parang tatlo yan nasa gitna, yung mataas ang tawag doon is P-comb. And usually po ang P-comb na manok na yan, it is highly associated when it comes sa production performance. Mas mabilis lumaki ang manok having what they call the P-comb type of comb pala, no? And usually po ang P-comb naman kasi niyan is that na it is associated when it comes po sa breast, no? Malaman po ang breast niyan, malaman po ang breast niyan. So ibig sabihin po ang breast na bahagi po is nandito yan, na kung saan po mas makapal ang laman niya, no, compared than those having with the other comb type. And usually po ang mga P-comb na manok, no, ang mga P-comb na manok po when it comes po sa growth performance, at their juvenile age po, halos po mabilis yan lumaki. Doc, ano ba ang ibig sabihin when you say about the juvenile age? Ang sa ating makanitip, pag sinabi nyo kasing juvenile age yan, yun kasi ang mga manok na kung saan po, ang edad po is from 1 to 60 to 75 days old po. Mas mabilis lumaki yan ang mga manok na having what they call the P-comb. And usually po sa mga P-comb na manok po, aside from the growth performance that at juvenile age po, mabilis lumaki po, ang mga P-comb also signifies na a thicker skin na on the body. Ibig sabihin po, medyo may kapakala, medyo makapal-kapal po ang balat po niya sa katawan ang mga P-comb na manok. Now, ang isa pa kasi sa mga statistics natin is that na, Doc, ano ba aside from the comb type, na I know that siguro ang ibang kasi sabihin natin dito, they have also what they call the rose comb type, no? Kung makakita po kayo ng manok na yung palong po, it resembles to a rose, no? Yung para bang bulak na rosas, huwag po ninyong gamitin yan. Lalo na pag ang kanyang P-comb po is associated with what they call, ang tawag namin doon is the devil chicken, na kung saan po yung palong po is parang sungay po, no? Isa pa yan, no? And then also for other comb type na kung saan ang tawag namin doon is the strawberry. No, ang strawberry naman po, those are characteristic. You have what they call the strawberry, no. You have what they call the B-type, no, and even the rose comb po. Ito pong manok na to po, kung makakita po kayo ng mga tandang na gano'n ang itsura po, please, wag po niyong gamitin. It is only for the fancy type, but the fertility of it is masyado pong mababa. Now, aside from those characteristics in terms of the P-comb po, no, ang isa pa nating consideration dyan is in terms of what they call the, kaya nga sabi natin is that always that yung kulay, ano ba ang pinagkaiba ng kulay? If you really wanted the chicken, na kung saan po the capacity na to digest grasses in the pages po is mas mataas, try to take a look on the chicken possessing yellow skin and yellow shank color. Yung kung bakit palagi na sinasabi natin, if you consider remember in some of our live stream program, that if you really want na yung manok po nyo, madagdagan po nyo ang pagbigay ng mga grasses or pages yan o green feeds po, make sure na maghanap po kayo ng manok na parang ganito po yan. Ang sinasabi po natin na yellow shank, na parang ganito yan, ang yellow shank. The yellow shank by itself na is one of the indicator na yung manok po nyo is malasa And those, the chicken having the yellow shank, have a greater resistance when it comes po sa infection. Yung kung bakit palagi sabihin natin is that na, bakit na yung mamanok kasi, karamihan kasi ng mga broiler natin, bakit na ganon ang naka-yellow skin, naka-yellow color yung shank nila. But in terms of skin kasi, the yellow skin and the yellow shank, when it comes po sa pagpatuka, ang isa sa kagandahan doon is that in terms of what they call the pwede po nyo dagdagan ng mga grasses, grappages, kangkong, kamote, na siguro ipainitsap po ninyo, pwede nyo po idagdag dyan sa kanya po. Anong ibig sabihin po? Kasi kung idagdag po nyo yan sa patuka po ng manok ninyo, the possible cost of production, when it comes po sa tawag natin dito, when it comes po sa kagastuhanan po natin, I know that you can even increase even up to 30%. 30% of the feed cost can be lessened by giving them what they call the rappages and grasses. And only the chicken possessing what they call yellow shank and yellow skin color have the higher ability to digest those kind of feedstuff. And beside po, if you really want na yung resistensya po ng manok po nyo sa sakit is mataas, and that is why that we are promoting it right now, try to identify the chicken na kung saan po, baka sabihin po natin, Dok, baka yung sinasabi mo is just a matter of what they call the reduction in feed cost. Hindi po. Because the chicken possessing yellow skin and yellow shank, mas mataas ang resistensya sa sakit, it is because of the grasses and the rappages na kanila po natutuka. And beside po, it add on to the taste of the chicken. Mas malasa siguro yung manok na possessing those kind of the characteristics. So yung kung bakit that in this training siguro sa ating makanitid sa pag-identify po nyo skin color. Dok, ano ba ang relasyon if ever that I have what they call the chicken na kung saan po yung kulay ng balat is puti? Actually, yung puti na kulay na yan, if you have experience in other, kung nakapag-umpisa na po kayo, mas mabilis kasi dapuan ng sakit ang manok na kung saan puti po yung balat niya. Lalo na po ng sipon, lalo na pa nagsipon. And you cannot easily identify yung manok nagkasakit pag gano'n ang kulay. But for the yellow skin and yellow shank kasi, if there is what they call any deviation in the colors, tandaan po natin, may sakit na yung manok yun. And that is what they call the indicator. And then as I've mentioned, mas malasa kasi yung manok na kung saan possessing yellow skin and yellow shank color. So parang ganon mga kanitid. And this is what they call an example of the Hulu native chicken of Western Visayas. And the Hulu native chicken of Western Visayas is noted to have a higher resistance to the diseases because of what I've mentioned, the characteristic of it. Siguro sa ating makanitid dyan, or some other parts of the Philippines and even to OFW that maybe are planning to venture in this kind of project, na isa po yan sa i-consider po natin. Sa ating mga kanitid dyan, this is again the example. Kanina po ang pinakita po natin is yung manok na kung saan po, that is the Hulu chicken, na kung saan po inahin po yun. That is on the active reproductive age po ng ating manok. Ang isa po naman to na pinapakita po namin sa inyo is what they call the roster of the larger genetic group. Itong sabi ko kanina that yung nakita po nyo is that in terms of the legs po, medyo mahaba sa compared than the regular native chicken. And yung liig kasi ng Hulu native chicken, mas mahaba siya compared than the native chicken na kung saan po yung Bisaya. And that is why that dito po sa Philippine native chicken, bakit po ang ginagawa po namin is just is a matter of crossing between this Hulu native chicken and then the Bisaya native chicken. Ang tawag po namin doon is what they call to attain what they call the hybrid vigor po. Anong ibig sabihin po ng hybrid vigor? Ang hybrid vigor po, ang ibig sabihin po niyan is that the characteristic ng dalawang parental stocks, yung inahin saka yung tandang, it can be combined sa kanilang anak, and possibly that the hybrid vigor na yan, mas maganda ang resulta compared than to either of the parents. Kasi sa native chicken kasi dito sa sa Iloilo, Western Visayas. And I've been in Mindanao area. I know that in Mindanao area, meron tayo dyan na Bisaya. No? Yan kasi ang pinakamarami. Yan minsan nga sabi yung joke na sinasabi palagi is that na yung manok kasi from Iloilo, naging manok Bisaya yan. But once it reaches the area in Luzon area, nagiging Tagalog, manok Tagalog na siya. So that is why that right now, ito po ang presentation natin, that this is what they call the chicken. Kanina nakita po nyo that, as I've mentioned, that yung skin kasi mas makapal if the comb is what they call the P-comb. And kanina yung isa kasi sa inahin, hindi naman sa ganun permanente po yung kanyang comb type. No? Yung kung bakit that right now, this is what they call the prominent one. Now this is what they call the P-comb. No? Kagandahan kasi dito sa manok Bisaya kasi mas makapal yung kanilang balahibo, unlike in terms of the Hulu native chicken na kung saan po ang balahibo medyo manipis. Kung tinapon nyo, kung malayuan ka, sabihin mo parang maliit yung katawan, but if you're going to hold it, na itong tandang kasi umaabot hanggang 3 kilo to po. No? And we're not using what they call the asil kasi pag sinabi mong asil, na medyo may katapangan kasi yan. And the problem that we have is that na minsan pag malagay pa tayo sa langanin, no? Ang mangyari is that na medyo sobrang barbaros kasi yan, no? Sobrang barbaros. Now, in terms of this one is the roaster one, the roaster one. Ang roaster kasi is that na ito kasi ang makikita po natin is that na yung characteristic niya. And usually po sa crosses between the smaller genetic group and the larger genetic group kasi, ang tinitingnan po natin palagi is that na yung tandang po, no? Ang tandang. Possibly po, ang gamitin natin as we process na manok natin, gaya ng nasabi ko, the characteristic of the chicken. And if possible po, ang gamitin po natin pang process po is that yung inahin po natin. Gamitan po natin ng manok Tagalog or manok Bisaya or what they call the small genetic group. But yung tandang naman po, pwede ba gamitin natin is the larger genetic group. Ang tawag po natin doon is magandang combining ability. Magandang combining ability of the male characteristic doon sa female po. Dok, kung ang gamitin po namin is the female one. Female naman is malaking genetic group, larger genetic group, at saka yung tandang po is the small genetic group. Hindi po kasi maganda ang combination nila. Mas maganda pag gamitin po natin is this one. Na malaking ang larger genetic group can be mated with the smaller genetic group. And that is what we call the general combining ability, no, ng ating mga native chicken, no, dito po sa inyong gagawin po. And remember always that there's always a potential now of utilizing our own local chicken, kasi pag yung manok kasi na gamitin po ninyo is yung manok mismo na makikita po nyo dyan sa mga area po nyo, kung saan man bahagi ng Pilipinas kayo dyan, sa Luzon, Visayas o Mindanao, kasi mas maganda kasi kung ang manok nandyan na mismo. Bakit? It is because na yung manok na kasi yan, it is already adapted to local condition and how it is being raised. Now, unlike na pag yung manok gamitin po natin, kung saan ang galing yan, baka po mahirapan po. Yung kung bakit at the Philippine chicken, what we are doing is that na yung pinapadala po namin sa inyo is that we are sending what they call the day-old chicks, not the hardened one or yung matanda na mismo, because baka mahirapan po in terms of the adaptability. But in terms of this one, no, kaya nga sabi natin is that pwede bang gamitin po natin is our own native chicken in respective places from where you are. Kung saan nyo po hanapin yan, I may suggest na kaya nga sabi ko kanina that sa kalimitan po, makikita po niya mamanok na yan right in the farmer's field. Kung saan po ang magsasaka, no, nandoon po yung manok na yan na pwede po natin gamitin as a startup flock. Yung kung bakit that if you really want to start your flock, no, hindi naman kasi gaya ng sabi natin is that na hindi mo naman kasi kailangan na you really have to start the 100 flock or the 1,000 flock. Basta ang importante dyan is that you have your own breeding stocks. And how to do it? Try to adapt the technology to we have yung 4x8 na yan, no. Ang tawag namin doon is what they call the family breeding, line breeding po, using pati family. Kung makikita po kayo sa ibang location po na may marong pong mga inahin dyan at tandang, kindly have it be recorded. And at the same time po, lagay pa natin sa isang kulungan na kung saan po isang pamilya sila, and it will serve as a source of your payment lines. At sa isang bahagi naman, coming from the other location po, it will serve as your mail lines, ang tawag natin doon. Para at least you have your source of breeding stocks, no? And that is being adopted in your place. Yung mga inahin kasi, yung mga anak niya, no, yun ang gawin natin as the parental stocks natin for the production purposes by itself. So yung kung bakit na dito po, as I mentioned, na kanina po ang nakita po nyo is the chicken, no, or the bloodline that we have is the Hulu native chicken. Kanina po ang pinakita ko po is yung inahin, at saka ito naman po is what they call the roaster. Ang kulay po, it may varies po. Depende po yan kasi sa location kasi ang kulay. And ang kagandahan kasi ng native chicken, because of the diversity in terms of color po, hindi mahirap po mag-purify, no, kung ang kulay ang pag-usapan natin. What is important is the characteristics of the chicken that we have, at it used to answer the requirement of your market, but at the same time po, sumasagot din po sa ating pangailangan bilang as a raisers of native chicken. Ito po naman yung native natin is the example of what they call the Bisaya native chicken. No, kasi ang hinahanap nyo kasi yung daraga kasi, ang parental lines niyan is what they call the Bisaya. Ang Bisaya kasi, medyo maraming, it is being named according to color. Ang tawag namin dito is itom or black chicken. Pero hindi na ito sabihin na black chicken, na pati yung niya, na pati ang laman niya, no, itim. No, this is what they call the white skin color, no, na kung saan po pumininti din to kasi, no, but in terms kasi kanina, sabi ko kanina, in terms of the capacity to digest grasses and rapages po, mas mataas yung yellow skin. Ito naman po is the black, no, black shank color, na ito po ang itim naman. Ang kalimitan po kasi nito, ang problema kasi nito is that na pag ganitong kulay, mas sensitive po sila sa sakit. Yung kung bakit that extra care must be taken into consideration pag ito ang klase ng manok po na natin. Ang manok na to po is possessing what they called a single comb po, no? Single comb po ang kanyang characteristic nito, no? Na kung saan po ito po ang example of what they call the single comb, no? In terms of fertility po, walang problema po tayo dito, katulad ng what they call the P-comb, no? Now, ang Bisaya kasi is that na kung tingnan po ninyo kanina, nakita natin na mas makapal po yung balahibo sa katawan. Hindi na ganoon siya po kalaki, no, hawakan po. No? Unlike if this Bisaya chicken, no, will be crossed, no, to the Hulu native chicken, na kung saan po ang katawan po nila lumalaki po. At saka yung balahibo, hindi naman ganoon kasi kakapal compared to this one, na medyo makapal po ang balahibo. But in terms of size po, medyo maliit siya. Ang pinagkaiba lang nila kasi sa native chicken natin na Hulu po is that they are not as barbarous as the Hulu chicken. They're what they call a more tame one, na kung saan po mas maalagaan po sila sa mga sisiw nila. Kaya lang, yan lang ang pinagkaiba niya is that na kung ganito po kasi man natin na puro po Bisaya po, it would take for us, no, 4 to 5 months, no, bago pa natin ma-attain ang marketable live weight, na that is about 850 to 900 grams. Yung kanina sabi natin is that the P-comb by itself, no, kung ang lugar po nyo is mainit po, please na select chicken na kung saan po ang kanyang comb type or palong po is a single comb one. Na kasi pag mainit kasi ang lugar nyo, kasi ang pinakamabilis na mag-dissipate ng init o magpalabas sa init sa katawan, that is, as mentioned, is that 30% is yung palong po, yung palong. Now, ang tanong ngayon kanina is, how about if my location is medyo mainit, but I want to raise the chicken having the P-comb. Sa mga manok kasi na katulad ng Hulu po, Huluano, Parawakan, or Basilan chicken, aside from having it be dissipated, no, palabas dito sa kanyang palong po, ang isa kasi niyan sa ginagawa is that pinapalabas po niya is to what they call the blood circulation sa kanyang pong legs po. Yung kung bakit na yung mga manok na mga Hulu po at saka yung Huluano, mahaba yung paa po, no? Kasi ang kahabaan ng paa na yan, it serve as an area whereby, no, doon niya mismo pinapalabas ang init sa katawan niya. and that is on how it protects also the body. Now, the more the intense the heat it will experience, no, ang blood circulation po patuloy-patuloy yan, and then up to the point na kung saan po pwede makalabas. Basta tandaan po natin palagi that ang manok na kung ang lugar po ninyo is located in the highland areas na kung saan po maginaw, make sure to identify, no, yung manok na possessing what we call the smaller comb. Marami kasi ang klase ng comb na to, and makikita po nyo dyan, as I mentioned, ito kasi ang corresponding comb type and then yung corresponding na pangalan. But to make sure, no, ipasimplify lang po natin na kung ang location po nyo is medyo mainit, make sure po na gamitin natin na manok, yung palong po is malapad, at kung ang location po niyo is ang area po is medyo maginaw, identify possessing those smaller comb type, no. But again, as I mentioned, is that the crosses, no, if you want to do the crosses, I know that in different areas of the Philippines po, ang larger genetic group at smaller genetic group kasi mo, makikita po nyo yan all throughout the Philippines. That is a well dispersed one. Now, this is based on experience that I have made when I visited the different regions in the country. Then, that is from 2004 hanggang 2012 and 2013, na pag-ikot-ikot ko po just to take a look on the different native chicken from the different areas of the country. Now, tandaan po natin that the critical part of doing project on native chicken is that yung ating pong mga manok po na pang-umpisa po natin. Try to select properly. Select properly. Identify the characteristic that I mentioned. Kaya nasabi ko kanina is that na ang bawat isa po sa manok na looking on the outside picture, so makikita po natin, malalaman po natin as to what kind of characteristic it possesses, having what they call the functional values and economic values. Kaya nasabi natin kanina noon, if you can still remember the different videos that we have, na kung saan po native chicken, it is being purchased, it is not because of the distinctive taste, but it is because of the functional values that it possesses, mga ka-native. Ito naman po is what we call the Bisaya chicken that we have. Ito naman ang pinagkaiba kanina. Kung makita nyo kanina yung hinawakan ko is the Hulu native chicken of within Visayas. Tandaan pa natin, the Hulu native chicken of within Visayas is similar to the Egon of Bicol, Huluanon of the Northern Luzon, Parawakan of Palawan, and Basilan chicken of the Zamboanga Peninsula. Kaya lang mayroon natin na what we call the standardization. Pag sabi natin standardization of chicken, ibig sabihin po, there are some breeders na kung saan po they are purifying the bloodline of the native chicken. That is based on the color. So mga ka-native, this is what they call the single type, comb type na Bisaya chicken po. Mas malapad yung palong niya. And ito kasi yung comb, ito naman yung wattles o labit. And then this is what they call the air comb. Ito kasi ang tawag natin when it comes po sa ating native chicken na kung saan po single comb. And ito po is the permanent example of the Bisaya chicken within Visayas. Ito kasi ang labuyo na tinatawag nila na nakapartner po ng ating darag native chicken. And usually po sa ating mga ka-native dyan is that this is the unique features. Kaya nasabi natin kanina that the characteristic of native chicken that we have dito po sa Iloilo po, ang kulay kasi pinapangalan yan, and that is what they called as the standardized one, na kung saan po ang darag po, ang tawag kasi sa kulay na yan is not the brown, but it is a pencil brown pattern in color kasi yan, na kung saan po ang kulay niya na parang brown, parang penciled ang tawag doon. Pencil brown, ang tawag namin doon is what they call the dimorphic in nature. Ibig sabihin po, iba ang kulay ng inahin at iba ang kulay ng lalaki po. Yung kung bakit na kung makikita po nyo dito po is an example of what they call the Bisaya chicken of Visayas. Kanina po yung ating hinawakan is what they call the Hulu native chicken, na kung saan po ang pwede yung gamitin po palagi is that if you're going to cross, hindi maganda kasi kung i-cross mo ang Bisaya na lalaki doon sa larger genetic group. Mas maganda kasi kung ang i-cross mo is yung Hulu na lalaki, i-cross mo doon sa ating native na babae na Bisaya chicken po. Parang ganon yan. So this is what they call the example of the chicken of the Bisaya chicken roster of the Western Visayas. No? So yun kung bakit that if I'm going to identify it, I know that in some other areas po, there are various classes. It depends on the color. Ang importante kasi is not the color, but we are speaking of what they call the characteristic na kung saan po mapagkitaan po natin, and beside the nature of native chicken that we have, na kung saan po possesses distinctive taste, and at the same time po yung functional values na ating po makikita sa respective na native chicken natin. And this is example na kung saan po ang lugar po nyo is medyo mainit po, no, you can have this one, no. Tanda po natin palagi is that na ang single comb kasi, pag if you're using what we call single comb na manok kasi, kung we are going to compare it in terms of the growth performance po naman kasi, ang P-comb na manok po mas mabilis lumaki at the juvenile age. Now, ibig sabihin po, mas mauna sa lumaki compare natin po sa itong klaseng na palong po. So, if you are hoping that your chicken can be harvested in a matter of 2 months and a half or 3 months and a half, weighing about 850 to 900 grams, possibly po, try to look into what they call the P-comb. Ito kasi when it reaches the maturity age, above 5 months old po, the rate of growth is halos pareho doon sa P-comb, but in terms of juvenile age from day 1 hanggang 75 days po, mas mabilis lumaki po ang manok na mayroong P-comb.